Good morning. This is Juanita from George's Furniture. We're going to be talking about making back strips. So first, to make the back strips, we need to prepare the wood. This is a rough piece of wood that has been dried, and we will run it. They'll use the arm saw to cut the length, and then we will, you see it's really rough. Then later they'll run it through the joiner to make it smooth on all the sides, and then later they'll run it through the planer, the thickness planer, to make sure it's the correct thickness. Here's a sampling of the back strips that will be put on the back of hutches, back of dressers, anything that has a back. So it's a solid back. You can see the grain is going through. We do not use any plywood on our backing. So let's go and see what they do once it's been planed to the proper thickness. Here we have Jim. He's processed the wood, and we're going to, there's a special jig here that's very helpful to make sure it's the proper thickness that they want for the back strip. So let's go ahead and...
So yeah, I have, this is what we get split down the center.
Okay. We'd have a whole bunch of the back strips that would be made at one time. So what we're going to be doing now is putting the So this is the groove, and we'll have another piece that fits in. Alright, once he adjusts the machine to put on the groove, let's go, or put the tongue on, let's go and see what we're working with here. So this is a piece that's already been finished. This is the groove, so you can see what it looks like. And that will fit into the tongue on the other side. So you can see, and what's really unique about our backing, it is solid wood, but we also do what they call book matching. So you see this came from the same piece, and that's what Jim is making sure that he's putting the groove in the tongue on the proper sides. Here you can see some pieces that he would have split down the center, and now they're lined here, so you make sure that they're put on the groove and the tongue is put on the proper sides. Let's go and see the tongue now. How they fit together. What this allows, because we're making furniture out of 100% solid hardwood, we need to allow for the ability for expanding and contracting. And so we use the tongue and groove feature on solid wood pieces because the backing can expand quite a bit. Now after this, after all these back strips are done, then you can, then they'll go back and we'll get the finish on. They'll be sanded, top will be sanded, we'll have the finish put on, and then when they're ready to put the backing on after the whole piece has been completely built and through with its coats of the clear finish, then it will be assembled back in our hardwaring area. And Jim, the person that made the piece of furniture, will then put on the hardware. So this is a little bit about actually making the backs of our solid wood cabinets.